Start recording. Okay. Okay. So where did we stop? Alright, the instance method. Okay, so I explained already. Okay. So now let's do a static method. Okay, so I can say static okay, let's say an animal array get all animals. Okay, doesn't need to take in parameter. Can just return let's see. Okay, let's add one more static animal array called all animals. Okay, so again, this is a static field, and the type is an array of animals. So what we are trying to do with this is I want to store all instances of animals in an array. Okay, so I'll say here is num of animals plus plus. So I want to increment all this by 1. And actually I'll initialize this to 0. Okay. Then next I'll say all animals shit. Okay. Instead of using array, I'll use a list of type animal. Okay. So there is a difference between list and array. Array, I'll put it here. Array size cannot change. And so our implementation cannot work. Okay. That's a limitation of array lah. List can change. Okay. So a list has a special actually I'll initialize this to a new array list. Okay. Okay, so what is an array list? Is essentially a list that uses an array as its underlying implementation. And so every time you change this list, it will actually create a new array. And so that's why it still fulfills this limitation, because it doesn't modify the array explicitly. It will create a new array. And so that's why it's called a array list. Okay, there are actually a lot of types of collections with different implementation. Okay, so in this case, we are using array list. Okay, so a list behaves something like a array, but doesn't have this limitation. Okay, so I can do in my constructor is whenever we create an animal, I want to store or I add this object to the all animals array. Sorry, I mean all animals list. Okay, array doesn't have this method, only list. And as you can see here is all animals dot add. And so this is actually an instance method of list. And you can see here, if I go to the implementation, go to declaration of array list. And where is it? Is it in the list interface? And you see all this green stuff? This is called javadoc. It's a type of command that is used for documentation. Is to document your classes and methods, but we will not cover it today. I think down the road lah. Probably a few more weeks. Then we can cover the javadoc. Okay, to array get set. Add. Okay, here. So here, add type E of E. So what you see E here, why is it Boolean? Appends the specified element to the end of this list, param E element to be appended to this list. Return true. Okay, well, I didn't know. Okay, well, anyway, you see the formal argument of E, type E. So what this is called is a generic. And so we will cover generics once we get more advanced also. Okay, so where the capital E came from is at the top. Array list E. And you see the angle brackets in here. I pass in animal. So animal is my E type, as you can see. Okay. So because it's an implementation of a list, that's why the list here also have. And the reason why I never put anything inside these anchor brackets is because it's implied already that the elements are animals of type animal, basically. Okay. Oh, okay. So add. Okay, so this one, instead of returning animal square bracket, I will return a list of type animal. Okay. So in Java, the type system is very strict and it will not convert for you. So you have to be careful. And so in this return statement, I will actually return animal. Since it's a static field, that will say all animals. Okay. So in here, I can print out animal dot number of animals. And I can also print out animal dot get all animals. And if I save this and run, you can say there, dog is berry species, berry can bark. After that, number of animals is 1 because we only have berry. Then also, what this means is the object itself. So is the test, if you can see, the font quite small. Test is the name of the package, dot animal. Okay, so what this test dot animal means is the fully qualified name of this class. So what fully qualified means is the full unambiguous name of this class or interface or whatever. Okay, so basically we can see here our animal.java is in test, the package test. And that's why the fully qualified name is test.animal. And how you get the fully qualified name is from the source folder. So from the source, we go one down, is the test package. Then we go one more down, is animal already. So this is our fully qualified name, test.animal. You can see egg and some random string of numbers, of characters. So what this is actually the memory address of the object. And so this one, you don't need to care. Okay, the egg blah 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 is the memory address. Okay, and even Python will also print out the address, but we don't care. So what I can do is actually, remember our for each loop, can implement it here. for, and what is it? Animal. Oh, sorry, not in. Colon. Oh, sorry. Animal, colon, animal dot, get all the animals, get all animals. And remember, the return is a list of animals, right? And so we can actually loop through it also, just like an array. Okay. Actually, we can loop through any type of collection. Okay. So if you want to learn more about collections, you can go to the Java main page, the main documentation. Okay. So for in animals, sorry, the in get all animals, I can print out the animal, which is all the instances. Remember, let's say weight. I can print out the weight of all animals, and so I can demonstrate this. If I add another animal, let's say Alan equals new animal cat. Oh shit, cat. Weight is maybe 15 kg. Height is 2.3 f, 30 centimeters basically. Then I can say it's a female. Okay. So okay, not complaining. Okay, can save. And then if I try to run this, it will actually, okay, wait, let me comment out this and also the make noise. Run. Okay, so first, number of animals, 2. Okay, then the next print statement is the weight of Barry. So Barry is 30.5. And then Ellen is 15 kg. And so you can see here also 50.0. The reason why they append empty, they append the 0.0 is because it's a float. Yeah. So if it's a float or double, then it will show 0.0 even though there's no decimal.
Right.
Okay. Can so everything understand so far?
Sort of. I probably won't remember everything, but sort of can understand the logic behind.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. I think his mic is not working.
Oh, fuck. Hello?
Hello.
Bruh. I disconnected my charger after it worked.
Oh.
Okay, let me try to connect it again. Oh, you can hear the vibration. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay, let me leave it on. Okay, so I was just saying just now, if you have anything to clarify, can ask me. Cause this one, everything is important, especially the static, the member function, all that, the member methods, yeah, and the attributes also, and also to understand constructor. If you don't understand constructor or static or the fields or methods, then it's very hard for you. Yeah. So get your foundation right. After that, yeah, we can do more interesting stuff.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, I'm not sure why this is showing. Okay, never mind. Driver class. Okay, I can remove. Actually, I'll keep the driver class. Okay, so next, I think is the last thing I'll cover today is SS modifier. Okay, so what are SS modifiers? It's basically a keyword to change the SS control of a class, method, attribute, etc. Okay, so it can be applied to almost any like unit like that. Okay, so okay, so I'll explain what are the access modifiers. So first is default. So default means no keyword. And so what this means is the default is called package private. Okay, so what does package private mean? Okay, so package private means only accessible by in the same package. Okay, so example, I have my animal class here. If I want to access any attribute of the animal class, like example, the constructor, I can do it in other classes in the same package, which in this case is test. And so an example here is my class. So my class is in the same package as test. Is in the same package as animal. And so in here, this one prettify. Okay, nice. I can instantiate, remember instantiate a new animal. Okay, and it will not throw any errors other than the missing arguments. But as you can see here, the type this constructor never shows syntax error. And see, even identifies the correct constructor arguments needed. And so you can see it works. Okay, so that's the default access. Default access, okay? Wait, where's my, okay. So default is called package private also. Okay, so if somebody say package private, you know what they mean. Okay, in C#, I think the default is also namespace private. So I think that's the similarity. Yeah. Okay. Next is public. So public can be accessed anywhere. Okay, so even if I create another package called, like, I don't know, test2, like that, I still can access. Okay, yeah, the animal is public. Okay, never mind. Wait, no, public animal. Okay, never mind. Okay, I think better to show is the attributes. Okay, so let me create new package. Test to make sure it's not the same. Okay, Java test. Okay, okay. So in here, if I want to create a new animal, which I can lah. Wait, what? Test.animal. Okay, what if I import test? Does test not exist? Okay, how about test.animal? Okay, it works. Okay, if I create animal, new animal. Okay, you know what? I'm lazy to do this. So I'll do is I will overload my constructor. So overloading, method overloading is also a advanced topic which we will not cover today.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just create a animal constructor without any arguments. And as you can see, it can exist with the existing constructor also. So in here, see, no more error. Okay. Then if I try to print the species, it will show me species is not public in test.animal, cannot be accessed from outside package. See, so there is package private. I will delete this because I know just to show the package private. Delete. Okay, so I'm back in anymore. Okay, good. SM modified. So public can be accessed anywhere. Okay, so just now I create that other package. You can see that I can create no problem if I just use the fully qualified name or if I import the class. Okay, and so it seems that I can't import the package itself. But if you want to, right, new package test2. Okay, if I want to import, right, I can use the asterisk. So I can say import test dot all. Okay, so the asterisk means all, and so I import all the classes in all the classes, interfaces, enums, almost everything from the test package. So that's dot star. Okay, so that's how you access all the classes. So this one I can delete again. The reason why it shows gray, right, is unused import. Okay, so just take that in mind. So don't worry if it's grayed out. Just means if you haven't used it yet. Once you use it, then you will have the proper highlighting. Okay, after public is private. Okay, so private means only accessible in the current class. Okay. So what it means is that it can be accessed nowhere else. Okay, only in this class. For example, I have a private attribute called, I don't know, test. Okay. Even if I go to animal.java, which is still in the same package, right? Actually, I can put this static because I'm lazy. Okay, I cannot say access modifier dot, what is it called, test. And yeah, so you can see test has private access. So even in the same package, you cannot access. Okay. But I mean, within this class, can access like normal. Okay. The last one is protected. Okay. So protected means only accessible in current class and subclasses. Okay, so we will cover subclasses and inheritance and also abstraction, like abstract classes and interfaces, in a later date. That one is also a very important but very hard to understand concept, the inheritance and also polymorphism. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Protected means only accessible in current class and subclasses. You guys want an example? I mean, I don't need to show lah. I can show in a later date. Hello?
Now also cannot if you want.
Okay.
Thank you.
So if I create a class called subclass. Okay, so how I inherit is I use the extends keyword. Okay. So extends, that means I just inherit from another class. So in this case, I want to inherit from access modifier. So basically what this means is subclass is the child or the subclass, and access modifier is the parent or the superclass, or some people also call it the base class. Okay. So basically is subclass inherit from parent. Okay. So example, what does inheritance mean? It means that the subclass inherits or takes all the, basically almost everything from the parent class. All the fields, all the methods is also will be available in subclass without even typing anything. Just put extends, then instantly inherit already. It's implicit. No need to type anymore. Okay. So example is access modifier, the parent class. I have a int field called, I don't know, age. So example is if I have a person class, then I have a student class that inherits from person, and the person has age. And so my student class, which is a subclass, also has age. No need to type anything. Then also I can have another subclass called teacher, like that. Okay, so the teacher also has age. Okay, so subclassing inheritance is also a good way to to model relationships like this, like where you have two related entities. Like example, in an RPG, you have player and enemy, like that. But then both of these entities also show some similarities, like health, like that. And so you can have a superclass called entity, which has the implementation for HP. And so your player and your enemy will inherit the HP from the entity parent class or the superclass. Okay, can understand?
Yep.
Okay, good. So example, if this is protected, then in some class, I can, actually I'll make this static also. Oh my god, laziness. Okay, another thing to note is when you declare stuff like this, first is always the SS modifier, then is the static modifier. I mean, it's just static lah. Static or no static. Then after is the type. Then the last one is the name. Okay, you can't put static after int. Must come before int. So I think I can demonstrate it here. See, identifier expected. It will throw syntax error because it doesn't recognize that sequence. So must be in this sequence. Okay. SS modifier, static or no static type. Then after that, finally is the name of the variable itself. Okay, so in subclass, you can get access modifier dot age unknown class. What is?
I think you
Sure.
need to initialize the class, then you can access it.
Okay, let me try. Let me try to import.
Right.
Access modifier. Yeah, I don't think it works. What is this? Unknown. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, let me try. Let's say int super. Wait, but oh right. Cause it inherits already. Wait, no, static. Static. Okay, let me try something. Okay, in here, create a new subclass. First subclass. And you can see here, I also can instantiate it without there being a constructor. Cause actually, right, the compiler will automatically add the default constructor for you. So it's implicitly known that there is a public subclass like that, then empty body. So this is your default constructor, empty argument, empty body. But you don't need to write that down. Okay. Okay, then let's see if I can call subclass dot age static member SS via instance reference. Wait, what happened? Who left? Weird. Okay, whatever. Actually, do I even need to instantiate? Okay, see if I can. Subclass dot h. There, nice. And not only static members, static fields, you can also inherit instance fields. So example, if I change this to a member field, and then I provide a constructor for subclass. Or actually, yeah, never mind. Okay, I'll provide here. I can say this dot h plus h. And you can see the instance had wait, sorry, how to say? The instance possesses h because it extended from here. Then I can say I'll provide an h, maybe 10. Okay, I can print class dot h. Okay, even in here, I don't have int h like that, right? I still can access because I inherit from here. Okay, can understand?
Sort of.
Okay, we will cover inheritance more in depth in a later part, and I think during that lesson, the future lesson, I will also cover abstract classes and interfaces.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And actually, right, public. Okay, never mind. We will cover this more in depth, and we will discuss more in depth also. Okay, one last thing I want to show is the protected one. Okay. Okay, so yeah, class up. Okay, if I ooh. Okay, let's try to run this, see if it works. 10, okay, well, how do I show the protected? Okay, wait, let me try to create SS modifier itself. And I'll try to print m.h. Does this work? Oh, it also works. Okay. Mm. What if I try something like this? Dot h equals to 11. Does this work? 20 seconds. Oh wow, okay. Controlling access to members of a class. Access levels. Oh, okay. I see. Protected. In the package also can. So basically, current class can, subclass can, all in the same package also can. On the okay, let's try for static. Okay, I think should be able to. Yeah, let's try to print. Wait, what? Oh, not H. Nice, it also works. Doesn't complain. Yep, okay. I think yeah. See, even I'm also learning. I'll just like, search up protected Java. Okay. So yeah, I think I've pretty much covered everything. That's it for the lesson. Okay, see you next lesson.
Alright.
Thanks.
Yep, stop streaming.